Welcome back to another race day vlog. Really, it's another race day recap. If you've seen the last one, yeah, I got busy. It was my brother's graduation. I never had time to do one-on-one. Also, if you ever see the freaking last one, it's been trying to upload for 3 days. I don't know what's going on. I'll have to deal with that eventually, I guess. I don't know. It's a thing. Anyway, but this time, yes, it's Peach again. So she's going to be going up to Turfway. It's been 4 weeks. I think 4 weeks since I didn't actually check. It's been about 4 weeks since our last race. So obviously the videos are kind of going up close together, but it's been a while. Because I know last time I was like, I don't know when Churchill Down closes, but I know Turfway opens soon. And Churchill closed like a week and a half, 2 weeks right after she ran. So on to Turfway. Turfway is pretty interesting. I've been actually really excited for her to go up to Turfway because it's a synthetic track, so it's not dirt and it's not grass. It's synthetic is typically like a sand mixed with rubber and sometimes it'll be like pieces of yarn, carpet, things of that nature. It's just a mixture of synthetic material plus sand. Typically horses who run well on the turf run well on the synthetic, not always. But obviously the conditions are a little bit different. So, I think she would enjoy the synthetics. So that's kind of it's kind of been why I've been excited for her to go up there. They run until March, I think. So they have a pretty long meet. She'll run there several times, up in there. She's going a mile. It's a big field. It's a 12-horse field. There was also supposed to be 2 also eligibles, but there was no scratches, so they didn't get in. So it's a full 12-horse field, which is a lot of horses. Going a mile on the synthetic. She was like 30-1 morning line, and I think she ended up going off at like 32-1. Morning line favorites, I felt a little bit better because when I was looking at the morning line odds, the favorite at the time was like 4-1, and then there was like a 7-2 and 8-1 and another 4-1. So like they weren't like super low, which was indications that the race was kind of a bit of a tougher race in general. And honestly, I kind of very lazily glazed over the field. I was too busy talking to people. So yeah. Anyway, I don't really know how much video I got when we were there either. Last time when we were at Churchill, we were running behind and we got lost. And then this time, we went into the paddock area, and I have a media pass attached to my bag from one of the other racetracks, and I just leave it on my bag for the entire meet. And I guess the security guards were really confused that I had a media badge, and they were like, "Who are you with?" I'm like, "Me, myself, and I." They're like, "Why do you have this media badge?" And I was like, "Oh," and I explained to them why I had it. And they were very sweet, but then they just kept talking to me the entire time, and I was obviously just wanting to take pictures of my ponies, and anyway, we'll see. They were very sweet, though, but I was just like, oh, I thought I was going to be in trouble for a half second. Anyway, let me show you how the race went.
Ready for the race. And there they go. Swift start, Sweet Baby Ray. Katie got lucky, forwardly positioned along with Jack Summer. Lucky Anna wants to join the leader line and advance through along the inside. Lucky Anna picks it up inside of Sweet Baby Ray. Jack Zimmer third. Katie Got Lucky has the fourth spot along the inside. To her outside races High Fashion Lady, and she's a good 5 lengths off the lead. Athenaeus is about 7 lengths or 8 lengths or so from the front. After her races Jack Summer. She races within a peach, and they are being followed by an open court. From the inside is 3 Coins. From the outside is Opollyanna, and DDB is the last of all. Sweet Baby Ray now reclaims the lead. She broke like a rocket, gave up the lead to Lucky Anna near the 7-8. She has found the front once again. It is Sweet Baby Ray. Lucky Anna is second. From the outside is Jack Summer. Somewhat of an erratic trip here so far for Lucky Anna. Lucky Anna along the inside, now back to third. High Fashion Lady is launching her charge. 3 Coins is also worked into a nice scene, and here comes 3 Coins from the outside. Athenaeus from between runners. Oh, Pollyanna stuck out there very deep. 3 Coins has momentum near the quarter pole. 3 Coins, Jack Summer, Sweet Baby Ray. 3 Coins comes with her run to the outside. It's Jack Summer and Sweet Baby Ray. 3 Coins is third. Now she's lost a little bit of ground. Comes under left-handed urging. Sweet Baby Ray. Here's one diving to the rail. Her name is Katie Got Lucky. And Zig Zappa storming home. Here comes Zig Zappa. Zig Zappa with a full head of steam to the outside. Zig Zappa front and center. From Katie Got Lucky, Sweet Baby Ray, and Jack Summer.
All right, let's talk about the race. She's the 3. She's on the inside. She brakes pretty much how she always brakes, so she's not super fast out of there, but she brakes clean and steady. She's going to stay tucked in on the inside for the right now. And there's a glitch upcoming. I don't know. I tried to re-record over that glitch so many times. Didn't work. There it is. Anyway, and off they go. So they spread out pretty far in this group. You have your 3 front runners, you have a middle pack, and then you have the back pack. At this stage, she is in the front of the backpack. So there is a lot of ground to make up here, but it is a mile, so they do have time. And actually here at Turfway, horses tend to do better coming directly off the pace, not necessarily coming off the front. AKA the horses setting right off the pace are the ones who tend to close and finish best and win. Or at least that's how it's been playing out so far this meet. Anyway, so at this point, the 2 back groups are kind of making up ground and mushing together. She is on the inside. She's currently third to last. You can't really see her. It's a little hard to see at this stage, despite the fact she's giant. But as we come here around the corner, she is about to make her move from the inside to the outside. And as you've seen, there's a lot of horses, so there's a lot of traffic to kind of weave in and out and around. Here she is. She's now in the back corner right there. She's going to swing out really wide. I think she pretty much gets out about 7, maybe 8 horses off that turn. AKA that's how many horses you can fit between her and where the rail is. Now she's going to kind of make her little move and go on the inside of traffic. She closes very well. Like, she does really well once she kind of actually gets going. She just benefits from either having more time and more distance to run down, or she would benefit being closer to the pace. I also kept the gallop out because I thought it was interesting. She's the very, very far outside at this point. This is where they all kind of just gallop out, relax, and then they're going to slow down, but they just kind of let them stretch their legs out for the last bit. Here she comes. She just absolutely laps them on the gallop out. Like I said, she would benefit from a longer distance for sure. So yeah, that's how the race went. Definitely a little bit better of an actual running style for her compared to the last 2. Obviously, the last 2 weren't really her fault because she had won and then she ran on the turf and she just didn't handle the turf very well. You had to figure that out. It's fine, no big deal. And then the other one, she listened to her instructions that were given, which were not the instructions that she was supposed to receive. She just did what she was told. That wasn't her fault either. But like I said, I think she would benefit from either, well, she would benefit from a longer distance, but they only write so many at like a longer distance at her level, because like they have a thing called a condition book that tells you what races they're supposed to offer for the meet. And like I was going through and looking at them, and there was only like 2 races that would fit, that was past a mile, that was in her like condition, that like was in what she is running for. So you know, it's just a little frustrating sometimes, but she would also probably benefit from being a little closer to the pace. I know the topic of conversation was to potentially switch jockeys on her and give her maybe someone who is a little bit more aggressive, and not aggressive in the fact of like beating her or anything. Fun fact of the day, you can only hit a horse 6 times with a whip. And they do count, and you will be fined if you are caught doing any more. But more of an aggressive rider can be in the fact of more vocal, just a little bit more pushy, just something to keep her closer to the pace per se, instead of having her send it from the back 9 every time. But she'll be running at Turfway. I can't unplug my thing. She'll be running at Turfway at least 2 or 3 more times. I can't remember how long the meet is, but she'll be there for a hot minute. So yeah, I'm actually pretty excited. I think she looks like she handled the surface well, which was definitely kind of a question. I wouldn't be overly surprised if she's in the top 3 next time out, depending on just other friggin' circumstances. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Obviously, you all have only been seeing Peach run as of recently. So her sister Mikasa is headed back to the track January, officially. So I expect her to be running again next spring, summer. I also have a 2-year-old. I just got that first bill today. It's how I know that that's happening still. I have a 2-year-old that will be ready to run. We'll see her sometime next year. You know, there's not really a rush on that. And then also, you all were supposed to see this kid. Ugh. I actually had talked about him in one of the videos. I was like, oh, we have a horse running at Kingland here in a few days. Y'all will get to see him then. And then he kicked a wall. So we had to scratch him, because he had a little bit of swelling, a little bit of cellulitis, because he scratched himself when he did that crap. And now we just, I don't know, he was working and he was supposed to run again, and it was just decided to retire him. So he's back home vibing. He's going to be a dressage pony now. Isn't that right, you big ham? He's like, yes, yes. I got your whiskers in my mouth. Thank you. Anyway, you all were supposed to see him run. And then, well, he's now retired officially. So, Peach has been my only kiddo running. Put your head back in. Peach has been my only kiddo running. So, I know. We'll get there eventually. I have more horses ready to do stuff. And also, again, foaling season is right around the corner. So, we'll have all that. And then, for the love of God, when we finally get to January, hopefully things will start easing up and slowing down. And I can finally start doing other stuff other than just the random racing. And I'll be more productive and on time. Probably not, but if I at least pretend that it's a possibility, maybe it will happen. I'll manifest it one way or another. Anyway, more than likely, my next video will probably be in January, and more than likely things are going to start looking a little different, and it'll be exciting. So yeah, more than likely this will be the last video for 2023. So there's a lot of new stuff coming for next year. Obviously new babies. I have horses that are going to be running, and I also finally have a kiddo that I was hoping to show toward the end of this year. I haven't been in the show ring in forever, so I was hoping to get back in the show ring before the end of this year, but then stuff has been happening that has prevented that. So hopefully beginning of next year, me and him will start showing, and we'll just have a lot of stuff to finally sit down and talk about and do and be excited about. So I guess until next time, which will more than likely be sometime after New Year's. So have a good rest of the year. Hopefully, fingers crossed, holidays go well, and hopefully next year is a good year.